Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa. Y'all, it's like a weird time of the day to do this. I don't know, I don't have a lot of time today. There's a whole bunch of crap going on outside, but I don't got time for that. I've got a case to solve. Man, in the last one, I think we're kind of just going through the paces. I think I know what's happening, unfortunately. However, I don't have like the very fine details of how some of it occurred. So I'm hoping the game's going to kind of lead me down that path a little bit, and hopefully we'll figure things out from there. It's a bit difficult because unlike Phoenix Wright, I don't just have time to sit here and think about it. But I was mulling over a couple things in my mind since the last one, and unfortunately, I think I'm coming up with something.
Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case.
Yep.
He was one of the assailants.
Now, I'm 100% convinced that he is an accomplice. At first, I thought he was actually the murderer and then just got offed. Maybe when someone found out that he was the murderer. But that wouldn't make sense because that would make whoever did it in good faith a murderer too. So, unfortunately, it's looking like he was the patsy.
But that means he took part in the murders.
That's what it means, Sakura. Very good.
I just can't believe it.
Well, you better believe it, because that's where we are right now, unfortunately.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
I'm afraid about this because I feel like this particular trial, I feel like this is gonna get real fast.
There's more?
Because I think people aren't really ready for what I think happened.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
Uh-oh, I think she's gonna lay it down.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Yes!
The item he took off of Taka's lifeless
Yup,
body?
I was wondering when we'd get to this because that's a huge piece of evidence that literally we found in the last 2 minutes of the investigation. Without that, I don't know where we'd be. So that's gotta be the note. Right? It has to be. That he grabbed out of Taka's hand.
Got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't
And we
you?
know it's the same one, right? Because when you look at the note and then the piece of paper that Taka still had in his hand, to me it looks like they match up, so that's gotta be it.
Hidden note?
That's right.
That's right.
Here it comes.
We found it stuffed in his pants.
Oh.
What? In his
Don't think about being in his pants. Don't even think about his pants. Please.
pants?
No. Ladies, please don't think about his pants. What?
Yes, his pants.
No. I don't want to think about his pants.
Okay,
Please.
well, forget about the pants for now.
Yes, everyone
Take
forget
a look at
about
what
the
the note
pants.
says.
Oh my god. Please. I found a hole in my pants maybe we can use to escape. God damn it, I'm trying to be serious here, and everyone's throwing down the shit about the pants, and now I can't unsee pants, even though it's not in this sentence at all. Monokuma can't find the pants, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about.
Yeah.
The one that told me where to go.
So Hiro told us about his own note, which was a little bit different, I believe, with the time and things. But no one believed that he had the note in the first place, so hopefully this will turn that around.
Huh? Wait, this one's a little different.
Yup.
In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone
Don't
else.
tell anyone else about my pants.
Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
Oh no, this is gonna be the pants episode.
See, then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
Nope, it was different times, different places. And I think that was on purpose.
It's not the same?
You just said it was not the same.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person
Yup.
besides Hiro.
We know who it was.
And that person could only have been...
Oh, okay, I really want to pick this. God damn it. Guys, what happens if I pick it? Just tell me in the comments, I don't care. Me! Taka. But damn it, the pants! The pants is even an answer! Oh, man. Guys,
That's right.
tell me what it says when you
Taka.
pick the pants. I need to know.
The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Yeah, unfortunately. And looking at the note, and if you recall the blueprints of the robot costume, to me, they look the same. Now, who wrote this note? Probably Hifumi? But the person I'm thinking of, who was the mastermind behind all this, and I'm not sure if I'm right about it yet, but I think I am.
Over
I don't
here.
think their handwriting would look like that. What you need, girl? What's wrong?
I don't really understand what's going on.
Uh-oh.
but Hifumi had that letter, right?
Yes.
So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok.
TikTok.
They were drawing out Huffy.
What? Oh my god, TikTok. Like that fucking crazy, scary gold robot from Return to Oz?
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka
Yes.
and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Yeah, thank you, Hina, for being here.
Ugh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Oh my god. Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still. I can't let her get to me. Oh, wait, what? Oh. What are we doing? What's happening? I don't know. Let's make our argument. The broken wristwatch? Hifumi's glasses or glasses cleaning cloth? What? We already did that, I thought. With the glasses and stuff.
Right?
Oh.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy.
Wait a minute.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say?
Oh, okay. So I was thinking about which one we need, but it's
6
definitely the
a.m.
wristwatch, isn't it? Because they're talking about the time that it happened.
Time doesn't matter.
Time does matter.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Oh, I see. Okay, so while I was finagling around trying to get the bullet, I didn't see everything they said, but if they're talking about the time, it's gotta be the wristwatch. The time on the note said 6 a.m. What happened at 6 a.m.? Taka was killed, and his watch was broken. That's what I need to clear up. Alright. So if we do use the wristwatch, what do we shoot? Let's see.
Then the person it was intended for
Yep.
must have been Happy.
Nope. I don't think so.
But remember what the note said.
That's right.
What time did it say to meet? 6.
6 a.m., I believe.
Yes.
The time doesn't matter.
It does matter.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Wrong.
No, that's wrong.
That's right. Break. Man.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
Yeah, we know about it. She probably doesn't know about the broken watch is the thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I bet she doesn't.
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
Yup.
We've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Yep.
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet.
In the room where he was found.
The equipment room, right?
Yeah.
Which is where Taka was killed.
Yeah, so it all
I
does
see.
add up. There's no way you can refute that.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note.
Yup.
I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Absolutely.
Well, when you put it like that.
Yes.
No further objections.
Then why did you waste time and bothering me, goddammit?
Someone used that
Go
note
back to
trick
thinking
Taka,
about Hifumi's pants.
just the same as me.
That's right. It was definitely a setup. And this is quite an elaborate one, too, involving 2 people.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
Maybe you shouldn't have believed it, though.
If they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
He grabbed it out of his hand when he died, of course. Probably because at this rate, we're thinking that Hifumi killed him, right?
Stuffed down his pants, no
Oh,
less.
God, no, the pants. We're not gonna get away from the pants.
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Yep, we know that because he had the tiny scrap of paper in his hand.
He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead. Show
Byakuya,
us.
you were there. You know about. Oh, he's just making us do everything because he's fucking lazy. Proof that Hifumi stole the note from Taka was the scrap of paper, which it matches. It has to. It's got to.
When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was
Right,
gripping
right.
a small scrap of paper.
Yep.
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is...
Do they gonna line it up?
I knew it!
Yep, there it
It
is.
fits
So we
perfectly
were right.
with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
That's right.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
They were one and the same.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note.
He was trying to get rid of the evidence, of course.
There's only one way to explain it.
Yup.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip,
Yep.
leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
You did, as usual, darling, because you're the best.
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Yeah, of course he did. Because he probably planted it. I'm gonna assume right now, and I don't know if I'm wrong, that that's Hifumi's writing on the note. Also, the writing on the robot blueprints, probably.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice
Until I know
in the
different.
murder.
Yes, he was.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
And now he's dead, so maybe you shouldn't help people kill other people. I don't know what motive that was, but still.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Oh, okay, Hero, sit down. Just have a seat.
Sorry, no.
Even Makoto ain't having
When we
it.
found him in the repository, Hifumi was
Yeah.
truly and completely
Yeah,
dead.
by that point, that was it.
The second body discovery announcement proves
That's
that.
also true.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
That's what I'm worried about. I think I know. Because think about it, guys. Unfortunately, it could really only be 2 people at this point. The 2 people, one of them we haven't seen, which would make no sense. And the other one we have seen that was acting very strangely. And I'm worried that
Whoever did is the mastermind.
I think I'm
True
right.
killer.
Only out of process of elimination. And it makes sense too.
He was killed in the repository. So
Yup.
he must have been killed not long
God,
after
he was-
transporting Taka's body.
So did they really have a mind to kill Taka, or was it an accident and they had to cover it up? That's the part I don't
So,
get.
he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished.
Yep.
But before we found both bodies in the repository.
That's the thing. So does that mean there were 3 people locked in the repository? And I think I might know how.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
That's right.
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
True. Well, Sakura and I think Hina were together.
Wait,
Ah,
but me and Sakura were
Yes.
together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you
Whoa.
stupid walrus.
walrus? Well, that's rude.
Who are you calling a walrus?
She doesn't look anything like a walrus.
Anyway, when they were killed bothers
Good
me
lord.
too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
What could it be?
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
Okay, what about it?
The weapon?
You mean one of the hammers?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file,
Yes.
the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all.
Okay.
But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Yep.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository,
Yes.
culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where
No,
they
not
found it.
necessarily, because there were hammers in the art room too. Like plain ones. And didn't we see a plain one at some point?
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
That's not what happened though.
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull
Oh.
of yours after all.
Well, that's about as close to a compliment as you're gonna get.
Hell yeah! It's packed in
Oh.
there good and tight.
Shaggy, don't change.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either.
Uh-huh.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments.
Yeah. So they were, it's just that maybe they don't know about the
But if
hammers.
the hammers were already laying around those other rooms,
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
They didn't. In the repository where both bodies were found, I believe there were hammers hanging up where they're not, and I think there was some big ones in there too.
Personally, I haven't a clue.
Oh, don't you, huh?
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste?
Neither.
Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to
Alright,
kill
those were the
someone.
little ones. Uh-oh.
Then...
Don't think too hard, I got you.
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
Maybe. Well, different. Quotes.
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
Mostly.
so then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
I'm thinking it was the hammer. In the art room. The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow, I have to find the truth. Here we go. What do we got? What's the thing I gotta shoot? Okay, there's just one today. Spotless hammer. Alright, let's think.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
Right.
Was it Justice Hammer 3?
No.
Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
No.
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out.
What's that?
How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon?
Because it was in the
How
room.
did nobody witness them carrying it?
Because they didn't take it anywhere.
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
No, it's not.
murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Is that a real website?
Well, one thing seems pretty clear.
I'm gonna check later.
The murder weapon had to be one of
No.
the Justice...
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. I knew it right away that it was wrong. Break.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all.
Yup.
No, it was something completely different.
Well, I wouldn't say it was completely different, but it wasn't one of them.
Seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically,
Yep.
a hammer from the
It
repository.
was still a hammer. Personally, I wouldn't call that
easily
complete.
used that to kill Hifumi.
That's just me, though. God, I feel like the voices have been drowned out by the music again, even though I've,
Now,
like, fixed it,
all the
like, 3
hammers
times.
in the
It's weird.
repository were covered
I think
in
it
flecks of
defaults
grit
once we
and
go
debris.
back to this. I'm sorry if that's annoying.
But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Right.
Huh?
The big one.
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder.
Yeah, nobody would be dumb enough to leave the blood all over it.
If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
Yep. They left the other ones for, like, distraction.
I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers.
Yep.
Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones.
True.
I think whoever made the justice hammers used those as a basis for their design.
See, at first I thought someone pulled the hammers off and just painted them, but maybe I'm wrong about that.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
Yep.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Yeah, probably whoever he was working for. What a way to go. Totally double-crossed.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Yup, don't ever work with an accomplice in a situation like this. You will never win.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him.
I bet you do.
The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
True.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
We did. We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... Oh, what are we doing? Alright, make your argument. Spotless hammer again? No, I don't think so. We'd probably have to absorb something then, because why would we need to talk about the hammer again during this? What are we talking about?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us,
Right.
even if more than one person is complicit in the murder,
Yep.
only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
True.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible.
This is probably what
that
I have to
two
shoot right
people
here.
work together
But
on
with
this.
what?
That is
Okay.
how the rule was explained.
It's
to
not
us.
really
But
impossible,
that
is
only
it?
really applies if there's one murder,
Right.
right?
There's 2.
In this case, however,
Oh.
there were 2 murders.
Okay. I bet you that's what it... Okay, those were the only 2. So it has to be 2 murders into the impossible, right? Can we really say there's no chance 2 people work together in this? No, we can't. No, let's
Based on
use
the
this.
rules that have been laid out for us,
This has to be it.
even if more than one person is complicit in the murder,
Right?
only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
Right.
Assuming the rule holds true.
Nope. It's not impossible.
No, that's wrong.
Break!
Since there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
That's right.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of
That's
an
right.
accomplice isn't really worth considering.
It wouldn't be worth the effort to put 2 against 1 in that case.
Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
True?
Risk versus reward
Oh.
benefit?
Makoto, come on, man.
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme.
But what I'm thinking is that that Hifumi wasn't really thinking about that because he was a patsy to a certain
There's
individual,
no
and we
point
know
in being
the
someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you.
truth.
However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
Right.
You're saying that 2 people could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
Right.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi.
Yeah.
They would each have an accomplice for their crime.
Double crossed, like I said.
And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka.
So he did that for somebody, thinking that he was going to get away with it because there was going to be a whole elaborate plan set up for the second, and then boom.
They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't
Yup.
back out of helping them later on.
It's just double crossing.
So in this
Sucks.
case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead,
Yeah.
each person killed someone. creating two
Two
separate
people,
incidents.
two murders.
And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look.
To be honest, they laid it out really smart. Like, this was probably the most difficult
A
one to
single
decipher.
suspicious individual, a similar weapon
Also
used
had
in
them
each
running
crime,
all over the goddamn place and like
disappearing
super
bodies.
confusing, right?
By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
Yup.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
Yes.
And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Haha.
Which,
Oh dear.
if true,
I'm
means
not-
that betraying Hifumi
I'm
was
not
part of
happy
the
that
plan
Hifumi
from
was
the
double
very
crossed and that he
beginning.
died. That sucks. But you gotta be a little smarter in this kind of game, don't you?
That's just awful.
It is awful.
How could anyone be so cruel?
And then because of this awfulness, Taka also died as well.
You think so? I can't help but admire
Oh,
its cunning.
Of course you would say that.
Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Well, not when you think about who the person is that I think it is, because you need somebody that's gonna be a yes man. You gotta know who you've got. The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning. Which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate events. Kyoko really is amazing. She is. Although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this. I mean, let's not forget the fact that she was gone this entire time, which does cast a lot of suspicion on her.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
Unfortunately, I think I know.
That's problem numero uno right now.
It sure is. The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end, murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case is unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. Did you guys think the same thing? Unfortunately, even if you dumb it down, you can probably figure out who. I mean, who was her yes man? We saw it really early on, actually.
Here's my answer.
Oh boy, this is not gonna go well. What's she gonna
It was
say?
Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now.
I guess
am
I'm not surprised. It's gonna be a poker face thing, is it? She's probably gonna try to bluff the whole way through. Act calm and collected, even if she's like in a corner.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
Oh dear.
A joke? I wonder.
Uh-oh. Oh, are they gonna get into it?
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
Well, not in so many words, but yes.
The idea that I would choose to
Oh.
spend any amount of time interacting with him,
I mean, I could tell you didn't like him, because you didn't treat him very nicely, but that's not the point.
that I would go within 10 feet
Oh.
of that shit from brain lazy, worthless goddamn idiot!
Her accent changed again. It's so funny when that happens.
Pardonnez-moi.
Well, she really hated him, huh? That's probably why she didn't mind offing him.
Just to be clear,
Sucks.
there is evidence to support it.
Yeah, there is.
Is that so?
Don't go against Byakuya. What are you doing?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior
Oh,
that
here
was
we
common
go.
only to the two.
This is gonna be brought up again, isn't it?
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
She was so different this whole case, and we said that the entire time we went through it, didn't we? Everyone agreed. What is it that only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? Oh my god, the pants are back, you guys, the pants! I can't believe this. What happens if you choose the pants? I need to know, someone tell me. It was this. No one in the whole place saw the robot except these guys, and then they took a picture.
I got it.
That's it. Only
The
Celeste
behavior they
said,
had
and
in
only
common
Hifumi
has to
said.
do with the suspicious individual in the suit.
No one
Doesn't
else ever laid eyes on it until, like, they saw Hiro stuck in it.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand
Yup.
were Celeste and Hifumi.
It's kind of, good setup, isn't
The
it?
adults are talking now.
Whoa! Why are you mad that I'm right, though? Don't get mad.
Sorry.
Makoto, don't apologize, the fuck.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual.
Yup.
If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
True.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Pretty much. I'm sure it was all, like, to divert. probably giant diversions here and there now. That makes sense to get everyone moving around the floor so that Hifumi could travel without being
After
noticed.
taking
Is what I'm
Hifumi
thinking.
to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
Yep.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
She saw him, and no one else saw the shadow or anything. So here she is trying to draw it out, probably, to draw us away from the
We headed to
fact.
the second floor specifically because of what
Yep.
she claimed to have seen.
It was like a whole, like,
Next, to draw us all to
was
the
just a whole
physics lab
chase.
up on the 3rd floor,
wild goose chase,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
which was very unlike her.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Byakuya get mad that this girl got him all over the damn place. Yep. See, they're showing this again. This is like the 5th time. Byakuya probably knew at this point that something was off. And then she says she saw him again. And then, of course, no one else saw it. So she had everyone running between
Once
the floors.
she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab,
Yep.
it was time for her partner
Yes.
to get to work.
What an elaborate plan. You gotta admit, she's pretty smart to put it all out there like that. Like, she knew what she was doing. Right, and then Hifumi screamed, which made us all go down there. Oh, all that running around, remember?
It was to get us to divide into 2 groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
True. She did say that. Yep.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
It kinda does, sadly, doesn't it? What you gotta say? You're quiet now?
And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
Yep. Totally fake.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
True, and loud enough so that he would know where they were.
It was your way of telling him we're on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, oh,
Everything's
man.
going according to plan.
When it's all laid out like this, it's so sinister.
Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
True. No? You got nothing?
I just realized another strange thing.
There's more?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
Right.
who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
Yep. Right. She didn't... I didn't expect him to be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
Oh, that's true.
You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Oh, I actually missed that part. There still was that one thing she said that I think was wrong when she was like, we're all gonna die here. Like those 2 guys. I actually had to watch my own video back to see if I was right about remembering that right after I recorded it. And I did remember it right. And if I'm right about the timeline, I don't think she should have known that Taka was even dead yet because she had only seen Hifumi's body and hadn't moved over there at that point.
I don't believe
If
it.
I'm right, then that was a
Everything.
weird lead that
The whole
I think
thing
I
was
would have
one big act.
completely missed unless I didn't, if I was just playing this like through, I would have missed it entirely.
Tina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yup.
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
Yeah, I think that part she didn't expect Hina to
She
stay.
wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the
Yup.
nurse's office.
At that point, she was telling everybody to leave and go get, go see the other people, but Hina didn't want to go, so she had to think about something on the
Each
fly.
piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
It sure does. Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
Celeste, why did you do this? Well, I really liked
I
you.
have no idea what you mean.
Really? Still pulling the poker face?
Don't bother trying to deny it.
Wow.
You made one fatal mistake.
Only one?
Oh, did I?
Oh, is this gonna be the thing?
I didn't even catch it myself when you
Uh-oh.
first said
Oh,
it.
I think Byakuya had it the whole time.
Looking back, I can say that one little slip-up was
Oh,
your
I bet
undoing.
it's the thing I had to go back and look for.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you
She's
said
slipping.
after Hifumi's body disappeared and
This
we
has
returned
to be
the
it.
nurse's office.
It's this, isn't it? They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys. This is it. This has to be it. I would not have caught
I
that.
remember her saying that too, but
Oh man, I feel kind of
stupid.
stupid.
Strange about it.
Because I did not notice it when it first happened, and I would not have caught it if I didn't have a video to actually look at previous. Ah.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in
Right.
the equipment room.
Yeah, she wasn't there.
Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed.
Yup.
So Sakura and I left with Makoto.
Still, Celeste not knowing.
Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office.
Yup.
Now, the entire time we were together,
I thought
none
so.
of us said anything about Taka being dead.
How's she gonna get her out of this one?
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It
God,
was
what a
completely
slip up
out
to
of
make.
place.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Oh, pff.
Although I don't
Hero.
really get what it means.
Oh dear.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding.
He's such a
Could you repeat
bitch.
what you said?
He's so sassy.
If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Ugh. What's she gonna do? Is she gonna freak? This is like the time in Phoenix Wright where like the really composed, beautiful people just go off their shit and like explode. Byakuya just said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to? Oh. Alright, what's the argument? Monokuma file. It's never the Monokuma file. It never has been. Alright. I gotta absorb something, but what?
All I said was,
Yeah.
they must really be enjoying this.
You did say that.
Enjoying the sight of us standing
Us.
around, frightened
Okay,
and
us.
confused. They must be positively elated.
Uh-huh.
We are all going to
All.
die here.
So us and all.
We are going to die.
Those
Just
guys.
like those guys died.
That's the
And
statement that we
that
need
is
to
all I said.
refute.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it?
It
What
is.
was so strange
Oh.
about Celeste's comment?
This has to be it. It was strange that she said those guys. That's what I have to tell them. I think. When she said that, she should only have known about Hifumi's death. With that in mind, what's so strange about what she said is she shouldn't have
All
known
I said was,
about both of them.
they must really be enjoying this.
I'm not really skipping past, even though I could.
Enjoying the sight
going
of us
fast.
standing
Because I really
around,
don't like the way
frightened
it
and
makes it look or sound.
confused.
It's a bit
They
weird.
must be positively
Sorry if that's
elated.
annoying.
We are all going to die here.
It's gotta be those guys, I think.
We are going to die.
Yeah.
Just like
Has to be this.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, oh no. Now what, girl?
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
Mm-hmm.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Yeah, you slipped. But what a slip, I barely noticed.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall.
Man.
So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
That's a critical thing to miss, too, my boo.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did
That's
you know
the
they were
other
both
thing.
guys?
Could have been anybody.
Because Kyoko had also disappeared,
Right.
right? So she could have been dead too.
Yeah, it's too coincidental. No? What's up, girl? Whoa. You alright?
you all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
You're still pulling this Dahlia Hawthorne thing on me.
Imaginations.
Byakuya's not gonna stand for it, though. He's right next to you, too. He's gonna slap you.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw.
Oh, here we go.
Then what about the picture I
Oh, I knew it. I knew she was gonna put that back in our face at some point. This doesn't prove
How do you
anything.
explain this picture of
That
the
just looks like they're
costumed
leaning
women
against the
dragging
wall, having a
Hifumi
little, like,
away?
chat and a cuddle. That doesn't mean shit. What does that even show?
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
Well, it is. I think you were positioned.
So let's put the suit on, and then
No,
use the camera's
no.
timer
It was
to-
you in there, dummy.
set up the picture.
It was not
I've
her in there.
simply forgotten. You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit.
True.
Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
Of course you do. 'Cause you took the picture.
In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture
Is
of
it?
Hifumi being dragged away.
What if they're just standing there?
If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist? Simple.
Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
Could he even have dragged somebody in the costume? It seems like he could barely move.
What could you possibly mean by that?
And it also seems like he wasn't awake during any of it, so what does it mean?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered.
Oh, for sure.
No, there is no other explanation.
That's what you want us to think. Other explanations? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away... The only other possibility is Hifumi and the suspect have been drinking. Or they're dancing. I'd like to pick that, but I think it's this. He's actually, like, pulling him along. Maybe on his shoulders, kind of?
I got it!
Because you can barely move in that thing.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away.
Right?
I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
True. Only because the other two... If you were stuck there, the other two ones were stupid, so you would have known.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
Yep. He was just staged there, the robot, Ultra
The
Magnus.
one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
Yeah, look, because he can't bend, right? Like, once you're in that, you're stuck standing up, so he's probably just dragging him off by his shoulder.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around.
It's a staged photo. Like I said.
And this
Bullshit.
strange costume might only exist to lead us astray
Yes.
even farther.
It was just to add another item of, like, uncertainty so people would start suspecting.
If you saw someone wearing
Put
something
blame
like
on
that
it.
in this situation, of course you'd
Yep.
notice and be suspicious.
Yep.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
I'm still wondering how they put him to sleep. Was it the stuff in the doctor's office? That's what I think. Not the doctor's office, sorry. The lab. Wasn't there shit in the lab? Like, bad stuff. I think formaldehyde and stuff. That would do it.
Such a thing
Oh god, is she gonna go crazy? Is she gonna go like Damon Gant on us?
is utterly impossible.
What do you mean?
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Okay.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
I bet you don't. Yeah, Kyoko on my side.
Then shut your mouth and
Oh.
allow me to educate you.
Ooh, there's gonna be some fighting up in here. I would pay to see it. Kyoko would win. Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? Oh, it's time to make an argument. Let's do it. Okay. What do we got? Robo Justice costume, Yasuhiro's message, the blueprints. No, it's gotta be the costume. It has to be.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out!
Has to be,
Then
right?
you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my
Had
weight!
him carry my weight,
You
okay.
tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Right?
Like I said, ridiculous.
Okay.
As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright.
Yeah.
If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight.
Oh, I think it's this. Oh, it might have been the blueprints, though.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, shoot. Okay, no, I think I'm okay. Thought I had a last-minute freak out there, because the blueprints could have shown that you couldn't, like,
No.
bend over.
Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious,
Maybe both of them were.
they could still stand up like that.
Yup.
Because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Right. You can't bend. You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like pretty obvious over. Sorry, I haven't been reading all of these, just some of them.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
Yup.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake.
That too.
I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it
Wow,
was.
what a plan, though. Oh, God. I don't think we've ever seen her look like that. Look at that. Scary.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it.
All this work just to... Oh, my goodness.
That's how they were able to fake that whole thing.
Jesus Christ.
The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Yup. Oh my god, she's going all Dahlia Hawthorne on us now.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Wow.
Checkmate?
Girl, you done? What you gonna say? Oh no, she's going crazy. Oh no, look, it's turning upside down!
Don't make me laugh, you idiot!
Oh my god!
mean checkmate! Celeste?
Oh god, oh god. That's what happens when you blow your own cover and you can't hold it any longer.
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Oh no.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
He said Hero's name. Who was it who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear.
Why is she
was it
talking so
not?
crazily? Oh my god.
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
Wait a minute. Oh no.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Okay.
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro.
Oh.
It's actually Taro.
I can see why you wanted to change it.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
Wait a minute, think about this. Wait a second. We don't actually know Celeste's real name, do we? Wasn't it like stated or at least hinted that that wasn't her real name, that she uses like a fake one? Or am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Who had the fake name? Somebody does. Other than Yasuhiro, which just found out.
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Is it possible that her name is different? She is like a gambler, so maybe she doesn't want people to know her real personality. I mean, she hides everything.
Kyoko,
She even hides her accent.
what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us.
Right.
How did he refer to each of us?
Oh no! I didn't even think about this. He actually spoke in proper Japanese, which was using people's last names.
I got it!
I didn't even think
That's
of
right.
it.
Our last names.
Oh, I totally
He called
flipped
us
it on
all
that
by our
one.
last names.
Yeah, that's usually proper way of speaking in Japanese.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Yup. Oh, I didn't even catch that. Wait a minute then. So is Celeste's real last name
So
Yasuhiro?
Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name. He would have said his last name,
Yup.
Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just
Uh-oh.
incidental.
Oh, she
By
flipping.
chance, his first name.
No.
Indecent?
Oh.
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Yup.
No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal.
Oh no.
But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
Yup.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
True, on paper.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it
Is there?
could apply to,
Am I right?
and that's Celeste.
That's right.
She never actually told us what her real name is.
Right. I was right about it.
What did you just say?
Oh my god. I think I know what we're gonna do. I think I know. Didn't they hint at the last second about the e-handbook, how it might come up? Is it on her
To think
e-handbook?
You take your false accusation so far,
if
I
it
don't
is.
know whether to laugh or spit!
Because Chihiro's e-handbook had that her gender was a boy. Oh no.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name!
Oh.
Do I look like a loser to you?
She had to keep like the prim and proper like front, didn't she? That's why she never used it.
Well,
Oh my god.
do I?
She's scarier than Jack.
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
A little?
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Yeah, she won't tell probably.
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide.
Oh girl, they are wide
Listen
open.
up!
Serve it up to me.
My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over
It's
again?
gotta be a fake poker name. Celeste still won't give up. So then, I have to do something to make her accept it. Like what? Okay, more arguments, I suppose. What do we got? Oh, it's gotta be the e-handbook. What did I say? What did I say? Spotless
Hifumi was
hammer my
trying
ass.
to tell us something.
Okay.
He wanted us to know the killer's last
Killer's
name.
last name, Yasuhiro.
Yasuhiro.
That could work,
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
right?
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone
Yeah,
what
I
your
think she's the
real
only
name
one.
is.
how many times do I have to tell you?
Oh dear.
My name is Celestia Ludenberg!
Whoa!
God damn it!
Why is it upside down?
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
Tell her, Byakuya.
I'm not pretending. It's the truth.
Maybe she believes it because it's
And
been so
since
long.
You have no
Oh.
way to contradict.
Bye! I think that's the one
No,
right there.
it's wrong.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was too perfect. I actually thought it was that first one, but I was waiting to see what came up.
That's it. The handbook.
I bet you it's gonna say. Bet you.
What?
Girl, fork it over.
Anytime you turn your handbook on,
Yup.
it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Yep. It didn't keep Chihiro's secret. It's probably not gonna keep yours.
Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. No, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook.
Yep.
And that'll clear up everything.
I bet you it won't have a fake name on it.
That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
Fork it over, woman.
That's an invasion of privacy.
I knew this would happen.
I refuse to cooperate.
And by refusing, unfortunately, you kind of cast all the blame on yourself.
Celeste,
Yup.
can you please just tell us what really happened?
Do it.
Please, just tell us.
You might as well come clean now because at this point, everyone's gonna vote for you anyway. You don't have a choice. Oh dear.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up.
I see that. I'm learning this about you. Boy, I wish I could have learned a little bit about her before this. It's so hard, right? Like you never know.
Because,
Yes?
because.
Oh my god. She's going nuts.
Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Okay. The game is pretty much over, darling.
Fine then. Let me settle it.